think we're good to go. I want to check one more thing. Let's just mute this and it's crazy. I just update my drivers and then everything gets messed up. And there was no issue with my driver either. All right, here we go. We're gonna go and try to rescue our other Chevy. I think we'll just have to put up with the low frame rate today. I'll have to look what's going on later. That's crazy. It was just running perfectly smooth a minute ago, too. I think there's some fuel in that trailer just at the bottom of the trail that we can pick up when we get down to the lake. And that'll be good, because we'll burn through a bit trying to go down this trail. It's a bit muddy. What we really need to do is find the upgrade for the differential lock for the Chevy. That'll help us out a lot. They need to add a radio function in these vehicles. I'll see about setting up a radio at some point. I'm pretty new at all this stuff, so it's a little hard to figure out what you are and are not allowed to use when streaming, and also when uploading to YouTube. I don't want to get copyright strikes against me, so I'll have to figure that out and make sure I do it appropriately. All right, there we go. I got through this mud hole. I'm glad we got those tires and lift kit so we could get through this. I was seriously gonna try to do it with just changing some tires to ones that had a bit more traction in the mud, but I think we would have been scraping bottom the whole time. And like last time, we'll try to avoid that stump, and then we'll just go on the edge here and miss a bunch of that mud. We're almost to the watchtower, and the watchtower is where we turn around to go down the other trail. We need to be very careful that we don't roll this truck as well, because that would just be a bad time. And I think that's the toughest part on this journey here. Should we change the paint job on this truck? Or just leave it blue? Okay, I think this is the trail here. Yeah. There we go. Oh, we missed our shift. All right, back in automatic. Ooh. Oh yeah, let's refuel. There we go. Put in low range, try to get a little more traction here. There's the watchtower that we were going to in the other Chevy. And we rolled over just after going to that, so we're getting pretty close. We're gonna try to avoid that mud pit again, just on the other side of this rocky beach. Looks like most of these trees are supposed to be spruce trees. I'm not an expert though, so I'm not 100% sure on that. All right. Here we go. Slow going through here. Oh, let's winch. Going through the cattails. Apparently cattails are full of protein, and you can make flour out of them and then eat that. So I mean, don't take your survival advice from me as a 100% accurate, but if you've got nothing, at least you got cattails. All right. We should be getting pretty close to our Chevy right about now. Where is it? Okay, it's just up ahead on the right. There it is. There we go. So we can just park this guy right here for now. We got both our Chevys now. Yep. All right, let's take a look. What do we got? We got an upgrade just up ahead. So let's go hit that up right now. I'm gonna see about V-Sync. V-Sync is on. Not sure what's going on. I think OBS is having an issue. I think that's it. So hopefully it doesn't look too bad. By the time YouTube compresses it. All right. Oh, no, it's not engageable for this truck. Okay, locking differential kit that provides considerable traction advantage over unlocked differential, making traversing uneven terrain easier. Okay, so that's good for the GMC MH9500. Okay, that's great. It'd be nice to find four-wheel drive for that. I'm not sure where exactly we find the four-wheel drive, but oh, look at that view. That's nice right there. All right, now I feel like we could go hit up this watchtower and then go back and get that upgrade just on the other side there. I think we have enough fuel to do that safely. Now let's try not to roll this time. Goodness, missing my shift. All right. So for any of you who don't know what a locking differential is, essentially in a vehicle, each end of the vehicle, if it's a 4x4, will get power to one tire. Even though it says four-wheel drive, all four wheels can get power, but because when you go around a corner, the wheels on one side do a longer like distance than the wheels on the other side. It allows them to turn at separate rates, and in order to do that, the differential is what is used, and so essentially it allows them to differentiate between the distance. And I think we're just gonna cut through here. So A locking differential allows both wheels on the axle to get locked together, and what this does is it allows you to have tremendous amount of traction. Oh my goodness. Okay, we should slow down a bit. It allows you to have a tremendous amount of traction because if one wheel is slipping on one side, the other wheel is still getting power. It's very, very effective. But when you try to go around a corner, it makes the tires trip. So it'll wear your tires out really fast, and you won't get the same kind of traction going around a corner, especially with the front differential lock. But if you're stuck, it's very, very good. One of my older trucks I had was an old Toyota, and we just welded the gears and the differential together, and that allowed us to have it locked all the time. So of course it wasn't the greatest on tires. Oh wow. It wasn't the greatest on tires, but that truck could drive so many places that you would just normally not even be able to go with four-wheel drive. So the differential makes a big difference. There we go. Let's just turn off the engine for a minute here and have a look. I'm gonna pour a cup of coffee like a good trucker. And let's have a look at the map here. So we've got some new jobs. We've got repair the truck. I don't remember if that's the Royal B something. If it is, that could be really good. I don't think it is. What? Let's see. Does it tell us? Repair the truck. No, we have to go there, I guess, and accept the task. So we can do that on the way back to getting that upgrade. So we'll accept that. There's also the lost bags task, and it looks like there's a service trailer there. So what we could do is haul the service trailer over to repair the truck, and we can check out this one here, the Michigan Trail. Not sure what that task is, so let's turn around, have a look at these tasks. Oh, we were able to make that in one go. Nice. We're almost down to half a tank of fuel, so we'll need to be mindful of that. Now, I don't usually care too much about the fences and stuff, and I just drive into them, but what do you guys think? If you're watching this, should I try to be more careful with the... Okay, we found two trailers here. Should I try to be more careful of, like, the fences and people's property and stuff? Like, should I try to role play this? Okay. There's an old trail close by here that the locals use for sport. It's pretty rugged. You have to reach all of the flags on the course. Think you can beat it? Probably. We'll accept that. Where's that? Yeah, we can do that. We'll go. Maybe we'll do that with the other Chevy, and with this one we'll go and we'll go get these lost bags. Or we'll discover the two tasks, and then we'll go get that upgrade. We're just below the half tank, so we gotta be careful. We may have to bring fuel to this truck with the other Chevy there. Oh my goodness. Wow. We almost rolled again. I think we need to slow down a bit. Sometimes I get impatient and just start flooring it. But it's not always the best choice. And if I remember correctly, oh goodness. I think we can go through here. Because if we go to the right, there's a mud hole that's like really deep, and I don't think we'll actually be able to drive through it. But if we go through the forest here, the Chevy's nice and small, it can fit through here easier. Oh, I think there was a stump hidden behind that bush. Okay. Let's stop the engine. Okay, if you're looking for some extra cash, I've got a nice little job for you. I saw a broken truck near an abandoned house. I'd sure be grateful if you could repair it. Okay, we can do that. Is this a repair it and then they take it, or is this a repair it and we get it? I can't remember. And then we'll just drive between these stumps over here, and we'll skip another mud hole. Try to take it a little slow. There we go. Get through this mud. There's the there's a place over there. I think we can just cut across here and skip some more mud on the way. I think if we drive across right here. Yeah, there we go. That worked perfect. Let's stop the engine again. Okay, lost bags. Dyson Diesel here. One of our contractors has lost a number of construction materials down the river. We need them back. Okay, so that's some concrete bags that we have to deliver. I believe. Boy. I think we'll try to get really close to that upgrade, and we might just bring some fuel with this truck right now. Go. Oh, it's a muddy trail. Yeah, there's one of the concrete pallets. It's always so funny how they just fall on the ground when you get close. Everything. The trucks, the trailers, the cargo. It's like they're suspended. I bet these headlights don't work very good anymore from our rollovers with this truck. There we go. We got through that mud. Put it in high range. When I first played the game, I didn't realize what the high range was, that it's just like a higher low range. And I was like, why is it, I thought it was like overdrive, so I was like, why is it so slow in high range? But once I figured it out, I found that it's very, very good for like hauling cargo with the bigger trucks there. You know, where low range is too slow, but you're in a place where automatic still isn't very efficient. It works really good, saves a lot of fuel, and gives you a bit more power than being in automatic. Okay. Now, I think we're gonna stop here in a second because we're almost out of fuel. And then we'll switch to the other truck. Yeah, I think that's as good as any. Can we make it all the way to this house? Maybe we can. Yeah, we're pretty close. Okay, find the antenna tower. Our archives show the existence of an antenna tower in the area. It hasn't been used in 20 years, but we want to restore it and put it to good use. Can you take a look around and see if you can find it? Alright. Where is the antenna tower? Oh, it's up there. So we can probably hit that up when we do the flags. Okay, so let's see. I think we're gonna turn around, and then we're gonna go through that like little opening in the trees there, straight down the hill. And easy does it. We don't want to roll over again. All right. There we go. Try not to take out the mailboxes. Okay, let's refuel. 20 liters. 20 liters. Okay, that should leave us enough fuel. We'll go back and get some more fuel with this truck right now. Oh. Froze for a second there. There we go. Almost up the hill. See if we can find a slightly better place to cross onto the beach, onto that rocky beach. Because where we went through the cattails was not the best choice. Sometimes it's a hard decision to figure out where the best crossing is. Maybe right here. Just take it slow. There we go. Yeah, that's the best spot, I think, to cross there. Cross these rocks. Don't want to go too fast because you can get a lot of damage very quickly from those rocks. Climb slowly out of the mud here, and then boy, and never, it's always a bad idea to upgrade your drivers or update your computer. It always causes problems. I don't know how they haven't figured that out yet. Okay, so that's refueled. Let's go back to this Chevy and go get up that upgrade. I think I see the spot we crossed right there. Ooh. A little tippy. Let's see, yeah. This is the spot. Easy does it. Low range. In first. It really reduces the amount of bounce you have when you're in first. Second's not too bad either. But once you get into third, you can really start bouncing on the rough terrain. There's this upgrade. Now can we cut across right here? Let's just go in low. Because it's a bit of a side hill into the water there. It's like a lot of the lakes in BC, they just drop off when you get to the edge. All right, engageable. Oh, sweet, a locking differential kit. So that's perfect. That's for this truck. We'll be able to install that when we get back to the garage. Let's go back to this one, and let's. It's still selected. So let's try to do this contest.